It is essential, my counsel, that we continue to find ways to develop the strength of our military might. It is essential that we continue to seek unification through all methods, alliance, vassalization, and even war. Because if my visions prove true of the great and coming storm, we will need every single soldier we can muster to stand even the slightest chance. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with Somnath, Samrat of Lohara. We have a problem here. This is our cousin. This woman here is trying to strip his title from him. I have no idea the context of this. Okay, so here's the thing. He's gonna hate this, but he'll thank me later. If he loses his war, I'll use my claim to go to war with her and give him his title back. So he can hate me today, but he'll remember tomorrow. So this is, I don't want him to be paranoid. I'm gonna make him ambitious. It puts us in a pretty rough position though. I don't think we have any method of getting our stress down. We are currently trying to zoom over to a very far off feast that we really want to be involved with. It'll help us with the stress a whole bunch. We're gonna ransom this person back just for the gold required to get us out of debt. Travel other people's pastures. Let's see if we can't improve things around here. We can apply some of this back home. So this gives me 31 stress just because it's hard, but gives me improved pastures, which is a lot of useful stuff. I mean, there's a 54% chance that we help them even more and we don't have to throw our stress against it. But I don't think we're egotistical enough to believe that we would be able to do this better. So let's bring the ideas home. I think we're gonna stick with our original plan of going down chivalry for now. Marriage acceptance. Yes. True aim. Sounds like a deal to me. Okay, it's a prowess challenge. Team with all matter of wildlife, Zaras, and I agree that Kangba would be a splendid place to hunt. While we don't have the time to stay for a proper outing as we traverse the area, I spot a pristine wild rabbit on the edge of the forest. It has peculiar markings on its fur. I motion for him to survey the animal. As he spots the rabbit, he grins, "What would you say to a friendly wager?" I would say yes. Truest aim. The rabbit in sight. We both slowly, purposely move closer to the rabbit, taking aim for its tiny body as it gnashes away at a piece of straw. I pull my string and release. The arrow goes straight through the animal's body. The sudden impact launches it a few paces, then the tiny body slumps down to the ground motionless. I roar in triumph, and he joins me in my cheer. "Nice shot," he cries. I dart forward to pick up the trophy. Nice. So we gained Hunter. Very useful trait. Oh, this is very expensive. Fortified knowledge. We can join the training regime, which costs us a bunch of money and gives us either rough terrain expert or reckless. Or we can just... They're basically the same, aren't they? Oh no, this is me doing it myself. I'm obviously going to do it myself. I'd rather get rough terrain expert. Thankfully, we just won that bet because it keeps us from going in debt. Very nice, and we made it in time! Here we are on the 28th of November, ready for the feast. I can't wait to go... Wait, do we hate these people? I don't think we hate these people. Fine. It's gonna be a fun time, okay? Listen. Every guest is gathered in the great hall. Our gracious host, Masamanta Woeser, has welcomed us all to the feast. What right does Sharab think she has to claim that my ideas of warfare are misguided, claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is met? But does she really know? I mean, I've actually fought battles, is the thing. I've actually fought battles, and you haven't, and hopefully never will. Because if you do, it'll turn out bad. Might be our cousin. There's some wise men. There's some wise men and hunters. I think this is worth doing. I think this is worth doing because of the hunters, the wise men. Hopefully we can spread the love a little bit, you know? Get some more people on our side. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my acquaintance Guy Marthar goes on and on about ancient military campaigns. No, please do go on. That has had an interesting conversation, and this makes us closer to becoming friends. I don't really know you, but it is an interesting conversation. Like, I do actually find this topic very interesting. So let's do that. What if the attack were to come from the inside? Haha. In the middle of celebrations, I am more intrigued by the defensibility of this hall. Should an attack be launched from the outside right this moment, the lower nobility would be the ones in immediate danger. Beyond that, a small bastion could be made from the great tables, offering a modicum of protection. Now, how would we have to stage a counterattack? All right. Better safe than sorry. It would be foolish to think that every guest in here would be your comrade in arms. You understand the Marstyle lifestyle better than that. Unfortunately, this Bullhard Roser skips straight over me and chooses to pour compliments on himself for organizing the feast. Why did you even invite me then? How could you do this? You fool. You know, and I shall depart. Why did you bring me all the way here to do this? If I have any excuse in the future to screw you over, I will. Ooh, some efficient taxes though, that helps. Thank you for doing a good job, and we head home. What is this? An adventure? He's considered a master adventurer, but do I need what he would bring back? I don't need anything, but do I want what a master adventurer would bring back? Adventures are very expensive. That's what my brain is telling me about it, mostly. Okay, so we've increased the control here. We were supposed to turn this off, and we didn't, so we're going to do it now, in spite of the fact that we're almost halfway to the next development level. And you fixed the county control problems. Let's look at control overall. Actually, not terrible. The call of the road. Out here, I am truly free. We are now a traveler. Great, some more learning lifestyle experience. Wolf struggle. This person is being attacked by a wolf. We will try to help him ourselves. And we are wounded. It's not great. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? How did you do such a bad job? You're not a bad doctor. I guess it's fine. She's 40 years old. No, I can't give my love so freely. You know, there are parts of Colossa that I do not envy and that I do not see in myself. But, of course, a reincarnation isn't living another person's life, right? It is having elements of their character. Pardon him. We should employ a wet nurse. We can employ her. She'll do a good job. We needed a successor to our aspiring blade master accolade. We have lots of knights now. We have another. This is good, but I really think for this character, apostate is the correct decision. And then maybe we head over to faithful. The question is, do we intend to spread our religion? We could toy with the idea of spreading our religion, starting here. Of course, it's the problem we have right now is that this guy's just literally terrible. It's going to take him 82 years somehow. So that's not happening. We could spread our culture, though. Probably worth a little bit more than a tiny bit of money. Yeah, that's good for now. Okay. And we have arrived home. We lost some stress because we're paranoid, and our daughter has grown strong. Thank the gods. So what do we do now? We could work off some stress, but we have no stress. We have 741 gold. We do want to do another war soon, but it doesn't have to be the first thing we do. We haven't even decided what that's going to be, right? Like, I could holy war for this duchy. I could holy war for this duchy. We could follow the coast, you know? I could wait till I take this whole kingdom. 2 big duchies in here. I could do this tiny little war here. It's just 1 county. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna do this little war down here. What do I need to... I could actually literally found a holy order right now. Where's Bombin? You know what? I actually think we're gonna put it here. Kind of like the idea of it being down here in the south. We're gonna select that. And then we are gonna found a holy order. I will become its patron. I get some same faith opinion. Our favor increases. Let's do it. And now that we've founded the Holy Order, this is going to be their very first showing. We're going to declare war on this guy. It's going to be the very first war we do with our new Holy Order. There we go. I forgot to do it the first time. Yes. It is a bit of a risk. Gonna raise them. We're gonna grab the Holy Order. We will further enforce this if it seems like it's necessary. I don't think it will be. A poetic friendship. My friend has written a poem about me. He gives me this trinket. I can send a copy to literally everybody, which will help me out. I need to be a lot more prestigious if I want to do all these big wars that we have planned. All these big juicy wars in the future. I'm not destroying the poem. You know, we're not barbarians. We are a poetic people, and we're not going to destroy this just because of some kind of weirdness. Okay, first of all, raise all my men-at-arms, please. It's going to take 15 days. Thank you. We have a new martial perk. We got to slow this down a bit until we're doing the sieges. And then we need to take household guard. Thing is, I don't have knights to fill those spots. I guess I could do a night search. I'll do that next time. Getting stuck in. There was a commotion among the children today. Asha was attempting to preach among her fellow youngsters. He did what he could to protect her. He will become brave. I absolutely love the idea of him being ambitious and brave. It's better than that. So we'll take this for now. Instead, we'll carry the poem that was made for us. We'll now merge these. Let's try to get this war done fast. Who is this? He could matter. He's far away, though. If he actually shows up in relevant time, I will raise more troops. But I don't think he's going to actually show up in relevant time. You lost the wounded trait and gained scarred. Scarred. Very nice. You know, that is the one advantage of getting a aggravated wound when you're still young. You likely get scarred. Scarred can be very good. So let's finish this battle. We literally took him immediately. I don't... Pause. Expectations. I want my son to become closer to becoming my friend. I am going to ransom him back to himself for 100 gold because I am confident that we'll win this war without him captured. I'm super confident of that. Let's finish the siege. What's in a name? My wife has had another son. Look at this kid. All of my sons are wonderful. I hope they don't fight amongst each other. We're going to be known as one of the most beautiful and intelligent families on Earth. Okay. You want to name it after your brother? Lomapada? Okay, Lomapada is a fine name. Lomapada. Scheme at court. Somebody's trying to... People just chasing all my courtiers. Let the traitor known to be... Pause? We want to look at this kid here. We want to ransom him. Because he's probably an heir. Whoa! Died of apoplexy. Very unexpected. I do have to consider taking other wives eventually, but that... She's been with us since we were just a teenager. Okay, first teething. We will let him keep his tooth as a charm. Yes, my boy. Live a good life. The good Masamanta, while hosting the lords and ladies from the realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my vassal Masamanta Hamavati in a good light have presented themselves, my lord. Pray tell, who is the most noble lady person you have heard of? This is weird. She snuck in there, right? And she made it so I can't say it was me because I'm not a lady person. So good on you. That was sneaky. That was sneaky. All right. It's got to be you. It's probably my wife, but she's not in the conversation. I lean over the map of the council in the council chamber, and a sudden creak turns my head towards the door. My daughter, Kalamadivi, appears in the hallway, running like the wind towards me, shrieking hugs. She leans close and encloses my hips in a firm hug. I look at her, a hidden tear in my eye, while my hand is stroking her hair in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. Now! Now we do it. I don't want this. So, hey you. How do you feel about this? Good? You feel good about that? We should check the Central War and see how it went. It is still ongoing. He is gonna lose. He is so lost to this war. Alright, well, secret plan still in place. I think we're going to increase the strength of our armored horsemen. The next time we get a big chunk of money, I'm gonna get more crossbowmen to replace these bamboo bowmen. The Holy Order. We now have a Holy Order. Seems quite appropriate that we have a Holy Order now. Look at this guy expanding his territory out here. Look at him. You think this is gonna be it? You think this is gonna be the one? The Kingdom War, or am I gonna save it for someone else? I don't know. Gotta keep moving our borders, right? We gotta keep moving our borders. Got some family members who can get married, but we're not really worried about them right now. Did you ever get your guy? Did he ever show up? He did. Get in there, bud. I think things are going okay right now, but not as well as they could. Got this guy here. He's worth 100 gold, and we'll just get that done. And we got this person here. Can pardon criminals. Who are these criminals? Fine, you can be pardoned. My executioner's always out there making a mess of things. Should I go on another pilgrimage? I mean, I think it's about time, right? We just went and did another war. We're thinking about future wars. Where to go next? I mean, is this a singular kingdom? No, there's some parts in Sang over here. We still need to take this back from her. And for that matter, this. Hey, are we ready to war with her again yet? No, we are still in a... We are still in a truce with her. That's fine. What about this? This is ours du jour. So we're going to do that. After this, we're going to go on that pilgrimage, I think. We're just going to lead levies. Because the fact is, we're just going to do this with levies, because the fact is, we have some trouble. I think we went too soon for our men-at-arms, unless they're in here already. They are not. They are not in here already. We've already finished swaying her. We don't need to do it anymore, but we can cancel this sway. And then we will befriend her. Because we want to be friends with all powerful vassals who do not get a position on the council. That's just like the basic rule. But this guy, my cousin, we'll befriend him after. Council looks fine. Instead of leading this myself, I think we're going to put our... Oh, he's at a grand tournament. Put this guy in charge. He's pretty good at sieging. Just got pregnant again. Actually, somewhat surprising. So let's see. This is one of our vassals. We have seen her before. She came with money, but she messed up the traditional oath, but that's fine. Easy to forgive. Scheme at court. We must stop the villain behind this. So a murder has been exposed. Let's look at this. Our knights are doing great, so we want to take probably inherited tactics. Earning respect is also good, because it leads to other good things. Constant care here. This leads to the House Paragon accolades, which I think is really cool, but I'm not going to chase that. Instead, I think we're going to try to finish up warfare. We'll grab this. We've also gained a perk here. We'll grab loyalty and respect, because I'm not quite ready yet for household guards. Terrible misunderstanding. I was hoping to surprise Masamanta Hemavati with a great feast in her honor, yet she decided to withdraw her attendance at the last possible moment. It seems as though my surprise was in fact part of a plot to assassinate her. We're going to apologize. We are now known far and wide. A gift fit for... I can get her a ring. I think the gift of my company is enough. Now, do I want to follow up with her? I think what we're going to do here is we're going to move our flag to here. I guess the closest place we can get to her capital is here. And we are going to raise our men-at-arms here. And then we're going to take our levies. I'm going to travel along this way, like so. All right, so revoke title. She's at war. Now what's happening? Who are you at war with? You person? You robber? Who are you at war with? All right, so she is in a tyranny war. Let's just get a reminder. What does a tyranny war mean? It means she's deposed. That's actually not that good for us. We don't want her deposed. At all. That's not what we're looking for at all. So how has it gone up here? Really good. So you can come to here and begin a siege here. I am going to... guess we'll run this siege ourselves. We've discovered knighthood. Wonderful. Now, what is next? What do we want to do next? We are working towards high medieval, I think. We got to be there pretty soon. In 6 years, we can start hitting high medieval stuff. We're grabbing men-at-arms, which is what we were working on, in 7 years, and then we get windmill in 15 years. But we will assist with windmill after, as we said we would, but we definitely want men-at-arms. We're having real trouble with our knights, like real trouble. We're losing a lot of knights. We're losing a lot of knights. We're gonna have to see what happens. We'll have to figure out how to fix that as soon as we can. All right. Don't know where her troops are. Our executioner has died. Nothing we can do in here. We're about to finish the northern siege. Now, obviously, This can't be allowed. Oh, no, we can't do that way. I guess we're doing it that way. We have become closer to becoming her friend, but we have not become her friend. Which is a sort of expected, but not preferred outcome. We want to switch that befriend over, though, to our nephew, Lingering Resentment. Childlike Vices. Makes him vengeful. Chaste or stubborn. And we take the stress and make him stubborn. Just wipe that army out. Just like straight off the face of the map, we have succeeded at sieging up here. We now will siege the capital down. And we need to finish this dang war. Household guard check. We've been running fast, probably for way too long. There we go. Enforce our demands. So be it. Disband all. We have seized this renowned antelope hide. Is a large ornament. We don't need another one of those. All right, let's see what we can do about prisoners ransomed. Ransom you. Ransom you. And ransom... Oh, can't ransom you. And then... We don't need to deal with any of this. Negotiate alliances. Oh, your mother died? And it... Of course it did. So we will negotiate an alliance with our son and heir. And our cousin. That's interesting. So she's our cousin. Who did she take this from? So he had the kingdom of Loman. And she has taken Himalaya. Ah. Who had this before her? I'm actually kind of really interested in who had this before her. Title history? Oh yeah, his son. I'm not actually sure I'm going to take his side. So we'll do our whole mystical communion right there. And we will work off some stress right there. I'm in the middle of my training when I spot Ketrapal. Also exercising. I look him up and down. Not only does he appear to be in good health, but also peak physical fitness. I would love to measure my prowess against him. But in what way? Suggest that we could wrestle. We could have a sparring match. We could have a foot race. I think we're gonna wrestle. So, how good is this? 3, 1, 6, 3. So this is well more than that. This is like 14 now. Which is almost actually a full point from this of prestige. I mean, we could replace this with one of these now that we don't have any short reign problems. That is this one. We could replace that with... These are both very good. Dynasty opinion is really helpful to me because I have lots of relatives in positions of power, so we're going to do that. And we got to deal with our prisoners, but I think this is going to be the end of this episode. So we have continued to fight small but significant wars for our de jure territory, and we've begun our aggression down here in the west. This is interesting. Something has changed here, has it not? I must have missed it. We definitely lost counties here. I wonder how we could have lost counties that I missed. Someone would have had to have inherited them because there couldn't have been a war because I would have been the war leader if there was. So there must have been an inheritance fallout that I missed when I was going over the lists. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. Either way, that's enough for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here with Somnath, the Samrat of the Lohara Empire, and we continue to push our destiny, move forward towards an even grander Lohara. Gouge is definitely a target. Goodbye for now.